Welcome to tonight's broadcast. This is the Wednesday night race car series rewind, and we're coming from Belgium tonight at the Spa track. And with me, as always, is Grim Grinning Ghost. How's it going tonight, Grim?
I'm doing outstanding. And yourself?
Good. Can't complain.
That wouldn't do you any good anyways.
Last race of the series on
Indeed
a big
it is.
track, on a big, wide open track.
Second time this track has been used as a season finale. We ended the Corvette season at this track. And it's a great track to wrap up a season on. It's nice and big, as you were saying. Very historic. Going up to Eau Rouge in these cars is an absolute blast going into that corner. I can just imagine what it's like in real life.
Balls of steel, man. Balls of steel. That's all I can say. I've seen some go through there, and I won't go through there like that.
No.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's got some very interesting parts of this track, and
Indeed.
wow, it is such a blast, and I got to take part in that Corvette race. It was fun.
Yep. But yeah, this is the final race, or the final week of the season, of season 4. Again, this is two 40-minute races. Everybody running on race softs with fast tire wear settings. So people with this track can probably do a one-stop or two-stop, just depending upon how abusive you are on your tires. But this is one of those where you have a choice, and it can work out for you depending upon how you drive it. As you can see, Vovik had the pole tonight. Very close with Parker in second, Ken Dog rounding out the top 3. Couple names that are that we usually don't see on Wednesday nights this season. Parcells qualifying 7th. And good to see DC Schwinn, even though he's bringing up the rear end of the field. It's good to see him making the field through knockout qualifying. So,
yeah, you can always count on him finishing the race.
Yes.
He will always finish the race.
He is all about getting track time and doing whatever he can.
Yes, I think he learns a lot by competing in these, and he likes to get in as many as he can. I can't blame him there. Because you do learn a lot, man. When you get past and you come in behind somebody and are able to follow them through and hang with them for a while, then you get to know that section a little bit more intimately.
Yep.
And it helps overall.
Indeed. The other thing that's been interesting about this season is although the individual championship was, I don't want to say a runaway with Parker leading the points, but the team championship is really close. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes out with team, what is it, AP Motorworks with Parker and Aeroflight in first place, and then myself and Euclid with JT Motorsports, only 5 points back. So this was going to be a key race, especially for Aerolite and Euclid and how they finished out.
I don't know how much practice you guys got for this, but I know Team AP was going at it pretty hard.
Yeah, they were definitely.
I know Parker took old Aero underneath his wing.
And it showed.
It showed. Yes, it showed this season immensely. Yeah, I'm going like, I wish I could have been a little birdie on the wall here because I could use some pointers like you got, buddy. Yeah, he's been running real well. Aero has really picked up some good time.
Now,
as I found out in the knockout qualifying that I had to be in this week.
Yes, you did. Now let's see. What is it? What was it from Days of Thunder when when Cole was out there in the car and he comes back in the pits and goes, yeah, you run pretty good. Let's see how you do in your own car. Well, let's see how Aero does next season when he's not teamed up with Parker.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's picked up a lot of stuff that's going to stick. He's picked up a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And I think he'll just continue to do well.
Yep. Well, let's go ahead and get this race started.
Alrighty, let's get it on the road, and I'll be starting it off with Euclid. We'll welcome him back to the series, and he's been running pretty well. I think he's got much to be proud of. So.
Yep.
Spa Francorchamps. Not quite sure what that means.
There's Parker flashing his lights.
Yeah, he likes to flash people, I heard.
Long pause waiting for the start, and there we are. Looks like a clean start, no false starts there.
15 on the track, huh?
Yep.
Nice. Very nice. Ooh. Somebody went a little wide. Oh, that was Z, wasn't it?
That was Z, yeah.
Yeah, he had problems with his brakes there.
Yep. And this was the corner that you had to get in single file for.
Let's jump up front.
Looks like not a whole lot of fuss. Looks like everybody's in line.
Oh, nice line.
Yep.
Wolvick out front. Parker
Wolvick with Parker. Him. Yeah, I'm not sure how I was able to get around Ken. I'm not sure what took place there, but I think Ken may have had a little bit of a wide in turn one. I was able to snake past.
So did KG.
Yeah. All I know is I was looking in my mirror at this point going, yeah, keep fighting, guys. Keep fighting.
Yeah.
Because both of those guys could run me down real quick. So at this point, I was just trying to check out. Oh, and there's Ken making the pass on KG. Nice and clean. Looks like KG may have had a little bit of spun the tires coming out of it. Yeah.
Yep. Now Cape's
and now Cape's on his rear fender.
Starting to come up on him.
This is a nice wide track. And this car really suited well for it. I was really happy with the gear selections in a lot of the corners. I never felt that I was in between gears or anything like that. So I was really happy to see this track get selected.
Look at the inset map.
Yeah.
Look at that wad of cars.
And there's a lot of places to do some drafting on this track too. Here we have Wolvick and Parker. This is kind of unusual. Parker's usually in the lead, but Wolvick, being another fellow D1 driver, that's going to be a good battle for a while.
And Grim and you and Ken.
Yep.
Battling right behind him.
Yeah, we battled all night long in both races. It seemed like when we pitted was the determining factor. That was the only way we could get around each other. We were so close on the track. And as far as speeds were concerned. Although he did use my strategy against me in the second race, but we won't go there. And that was a key corner that Parker just got through, because if you can get through it, you can, with this long straightaway.
Pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah, the problem is Wolvick went through it really well too.
170.
So, yep.
2. We come right up to him.
Yep. And at this point, the two of them are just.
Yeah, they're starting.
They want to open up some distance.
Yep.
Because really, the two of them are the two guys that are going for the wins each night. The rest of us are looking for a third place and to stay in the top 10.
Yes. Yeah, we're looking for a podium. Yeah, and if something bad is going to happen to him, it has to happen to him later in the race as opposed to sooner, because they'll come back from sooner.
Yes. And as Parker is just all over him.
Yeah, you're really pressuring him.
But Vic's not going to is used to that kind of pressure. He's not going to give in.
No, these guys are used to racing with each other.
Yep, on Sunday nights. And I can definitely tell Parker is a lot faster now that he's come back from GT Academy. I've been watching some of the replays, and He's definitely picked up something there.
And I had the hardest time with that corner.
Yeah.
That is so hard for me to try to get through there fast.
Yep.
Because if I try to go through there too fast, it's usually a disaster.
Yeah. Wow, it still looks like it's a really tight throughout the rest of the field.
Yeah, let me pull back here and do it.
It's like I got a little bit of breathing room. Here we go.
We got
that Cape, KG, Goofy, Arrow.
Yeah, they're lined up. Nice little pack of 4. Let's see.
There's
me with
Burnt, Warden, and Parcells.
Yeah, I see that tightening up quickly.
Oh, and Z has recovered from his first corner incident. And at this point,
look at this.
Goofy on Arrow, nice pass. That's at the end of that long straightaway, setting up before the chicane. Wow, look at that back there. The 4 of you going at it.
And then who's back there? There's another 2 back there. Parcells and
yep.
Euclid and Z, I think.
No, Euclid and Fallen. That's
okay. Yeah, Warden. This was.
Parcells got rubbed fenders a little bit. Looks like Warden got the worst end of that deal, but still recovered okay.
Yeah.
Warden didn't have a usual night. He admitted that he had a rough night for some reason. We all have those kind of nights where it's just like nothing goes right. You just can't get into a rhythm. You're missing your breaking points. And this was one of those nights for him, especially in the second race, from what I understand. But he's coming back on Parcells with Z right behind him. Jeez, all 4 of you.
Yeah, and all over me.
Warden fought back to take the position back. Coming into this braking zone. Looks like everyone got through that nicely. Parcells looking to the outside. Nope.
Oh no, he just likes to.
Behind. Yeah.
He likes to make you think he's gonna. That's one thing about Parcells when he's following you.
Yep. Yes.
Is he'll always duck out there and make you think he's gonna do something.
So if you do go wide, he'll have an open spot. But hey, if you're gonna leave the door open for me, I might as well just take it.
Yeah.
Now this is where, fortunately for Warden, he's got your draft. So Parcells is going to get a good draft on it. But again, there he goes looking to the inside.
Yeah, he was out there.
Warden did a nice job holding that one off.
Yeah, I did. And now he's looking at me again.
Yep. It's good to see Parcells racing. This is his favorite track. In fact, when he saw the schedule, he sent me a message saying, okay, I'm not going to be able to run the whole season, but I will be there for the first race. He also indicated he was only going to run the 1 race.
Yeah, I know. Everybody was disappointed that he wasn't able to stay and run the night race because they enjoyed running with him during this race.
But remember, he's also East Coast Canada, too. Oh,
look at it. Who screwed up there? Oh,
gee, I wonder who.
Burnt guy. Imagine that.
Or is it Bent?
Yeah. Oh, man, dude. He wears that out. He's wore that out, man. Warden, I'm talking to you. You're wearing out the Bent thing. It was your phone that did that, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was. It was mine. It auto-corrected.
Look at this.
Wow.
Look at the pressure that Parcells is putting on me now.
See, you should be used to that with your time racing with him in Forza. So.
Oh, I am. But That's what I'm saying. Right you know how he's gonna do it. Yeah, he was all over. It was fun.
And Warden right now is in there going, finally some breathing room.
Let's see how close he is. Look at him.
Yeah.
We're riding with Parcells right now. He's following me.
Now he should get a good draft off you because you're probably too far back to pull up on Warden.
Yeah, I am. And look at him, he's pulling up now.
He's pulling up, but not right at the breaking point. Couldn't make it. Tuck in and wait for another battle. This was I enjoyed this section of the track.
Yeah, this is a fun part.
It looks like Parker got around Vovik during all of this time.
Yep, he did.
Yep, and Ken Dog got around myself. Oh, I remember that. I had a, let's see, what's the word I want to use? Excursion going into Eau Rouge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And look at Z's pulled right up here too now.
Yep.
He's coming up on us.
So not this lap, but we should start seeing pit stops in the next lap for those that are going to be doing the two-stop strategy. But you can tell compared to the Tuesday night race, tires are a little bit easier. With this car, it also makes a big difference that we're running on fast and not very fast. Wow. You and Parcells.
Yeah, he got around.
And you blinked.
Yeah, he got around me.
Yep. Now you got to deal with your teammate.
Yeah.
How was those team orders tonight?
How was that?
How are those team orders?
The
you two were teamed up.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine that. Somebody's in the pits.
He ended up finishing, what, 8th?
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah. I was like 10th.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a rough, this car and the tracks just I just couldn't get a handle on it good enough.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't pull the weight in my team this time. You know, Z was doing everything he could. He drove his butt off. He had a pretty good season.
Yep.
You know, the final race. The final wasn't great, but
that's one of the nice things I like. That's one of the nice things I like about both this and the Tuesday. They're short seasons. They're only 4 weeks long, so if the car doesn't suit you, you get through it, and then there's going to be something else in 4 weeks. So, but yeah, I went into the pits a lap early in my window, mainly again. So I'd have a clean. No one else was going to be going into the pits this early, and these tires don't give up too much on this track. So I figured let's roll it out. Ooh.
You got a little squirrel.
KG.
Yeah,
yep.
He's trying to
KG
put
and
pressure on Kate.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll see how that pit strategy works out for me.
Mm-hmm.
But there was quite a few people that went one stopper on this track.
I can't even remember what I did. I'm terrible with pit strategy.
Vovik is in. This is a tricky pit lane.
Oh, isn't it brutal?
Yeah, we'll have to, when we get into lap 9, we'll have to look at a certain pit stop. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but
no, I haven't looked at it.
I'll remind you when we get closer to it. I felt really sorry for the driver that was impacted by it too. But you can see 3 more people are in. Arrow, Ken, and Vovik was in.
KG's really trying to put some pressure on old Cape. Cape had a pretty good season, huh? I thought.
Yeah, he ended up finishing 8th overall. Yep.
Yep, very consistent. I mean, considering that, just look at who you're racing against.
Yeah.
I think there's some pretty good quality racers that run some pretty fast times, pretty clean.
Yep.
And the competition's high, I think.
Yeah. This was Cape's first season. I think it was his first season. Pretty sure it was his first season. Maybe not. No, this was his second season. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one space. That was one space first season. But yeah, Cape is always in the top 10, running some solid laps all the time. This was KG's first season.
Yes.
With us, and it took him a little while to get into the grooves, but he's Vovik is all over Parcells now. Vovik's on fresh tires. Vovik has made a pit stop, so
even with the fresh tires, Parcells.
Well, that's a tough place to pass in that section, anyways. And knowing that you've got this long straightaway, he should get a really good run out of it. Yeah, I mean, he's already up side by side with him, so he should have no problem making the pass. Parker is in the pits now, so it'll be interesting to see if Vovik's able to.
He got slowed up a little bit on the track. On the track and traffic.
Yep.
I think Parker's going to actually get a little more time out of this, don't you think?
I don't know. We'll see.
Because he was out front in clear, yet he was running an extra lap on tires. So.
Oh, Parker's still in the pits.
Really?
And Vovik looks like Vovik is going to take over the lead. No, maybe not. No, he's going to come out right in front of him. Yep. So they're back nose to tail after the first round of pit stops between the two of them. But it looks like Cape, KG, Warden, Parcells, Z. Yep. So it looks like half the field has come in for their first round of pits. Yeah.
Vovik is trying to get around him because his tires
are heated in. Yep.
Yeah. Vovik's tires were up.
Yeah, cold tires does make a difference, just like in real life. Yep. And now they're all over Warden.
Yeah,
Warden recognized the situation. He saw the two guys battling for the lead. Warden's on worn tires. Yep.
Let him buy the battle.
Yep. And it's also wouldn't have done Warden any good to battle that out because Warden's on a different strategy. So he's got to be mindful of his tires. But that was real smart on Warden's part.
And now here comes the harassment.
Yep.
The tires are starting to get warm.
Now the interesting thing is, up until this race, Parker has won all 6 of the previous races on Wednesday night. And I know I've talked to Vovik a couple times, and I know he's been wanting to take a W away from Parker, so that was I know he's put some effort into this race. So
yeah, I know he's been looking for a track that Parker isn't so fond of,
which is not too many.
That's correct.
He's trying to break up a perfect season, but Parker wants that perfect season at the same time. So
just to put a blemish on him.
Yep. Looks like Cape is now darted into the pits.
KG's still out there, huh?
Yeah. But KG's definitely going on a one-stop.
Yeah, he was definitely on a one-stopper. And he's not that far ahead of him now. Huh?
No.
They're coming up on him.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just coming into a rouge now, huh?
But see, he also is looking at it that not only does he have to make a pit stop, but Parker and Vovik still have to make another pit, so.
Yeah.
The difference is KG is on much warmer tires with 4s up in the front. KG's going, come on, guys. There you go. KG's again, kind of similar to what Warden did. Finds a good spot to be able to let him pass where you don't lose a whole lot of distance. Because you got that's just track awareness right there, and understanding that what's going on with those cars, your tires, their tires. Nice pass by Parker. The problem is Parker's got the preferred line going into the corner. Had the preferred line going into it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got the pressure tires too.
By 1 lap, yep.
Yep, makes a difference.
Makes a big difference.
Yes, it does.
Looks like Ken, you and Colin have got a little bit of a small battle going. Oh, until looks like Colin just had a slide off.
He's back here.
So it looks like the field is spread out a little bit, mainly because we've got a different pit strike. Yep. Yeah, and here comes everybody else that was on the one-stop strategy.
And you're on a 2-stop strategy,
yep.
Right?
Yeah, I was the first one to pit. I pitted on lap 5.
And now you're 3rd.
Yep. But let's head back to DC. Let's take a look at his closing laps here, coming into as he gets ready to make his pit stop.
Yeah, he's getting down on his tires, 3 and 5.
And like I said, this is a tricky pit, especially when you get on the accelerator and he gets hung up against the wall. He's trying to back out of it, still hung up against the wall. He's trying to back out of it. There he goes. Now he goes. Problem is he was on the grass and spun the tires. If you can change the view, he's now wedged himself in pit lane, and he can't get out of it. And the only thing he's hoping for right now is that there's nobody else that needs to pit, because he's effectively blocked it with a very long Mercedes.
There he got out.
There he goes. Now to add insult to injury, he gets a drive-through penalty.
Oh no.
And he has to go and continue on the lap. So not only did he have the incident,
and he's down on his tires.
And he's down on his tires. So evidently, according to the forum post, he was laughing hysterically at this point. So, DC, sorry, we had to show it. We've all been there in those type of situations where just you're trying to get the car in reverse, get it out of the pits, and just nothing could go wrong, or in this case, go right for you. But he did finish the race. A lot of guys would have said, you know what, I'm done with this.
Yeah, you can count on him finishing the race, that's for sure.
So back up to the front, we have Parker and Bovic still going at it. And it looks like I've been able to get in front of Ken Dog. Oh, and you're in the pits. Oh, you pitted a lap. Wow, you went really long. You were the last guy to pit. Well, actually, DC was the last guy to pit. But yeah, you went 1 lap longer than everybody else did.
Yeah, that was 23 minutes.
Yep. There goes Z in through turn 1.
Who is at that kink?
Oh, that was Fallen. Not sure what happened, but he had pulled off to the side of the track, which is actually preferred if you are having issues or you need to do something else, real life or whatever the case may be, it's better to find a spot on the track to park and set the e-brake than it is actually to be in the pits and park. And the reason for that is, as we all know that through our racing, if there's a car in the pit, if you're either in front of them or behind them, it's an unfair advantage because you get slowed down really bad coming into it. So it's actually better if you find a safe place way off the track, put the emergency brake on, and then just wait until the race is finished. If you're not able to finish the race for whatever reason. So it looks like Parker's opened up a little bit of a lead, mainly again because of the tire situation.
Right.
And DC finally is in the pits now.
25 minutes. You should be pitting next.
Yeah, I thought about pitting there.
Ken did.
Yeah, Ken did, but I did look at my tires. My tires were in decent shape, so I figured I'd go one more lap, not knowing what the total length was. I ran a couple practice races on it, but I didn't prep as much for this race as I did on Tuesday night. So I probably should have pitted there with Ken, but hindsight's 20/22, so.
Right.
But Ken was the first one to make his second pit stop of the night.
Yeah, so, all alone, too.
Yep. That's a big advantage if you can pit by yourself. But what are you giving up? You're usually having to do an extra lap on a set of tires, so you have to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Some tracks you can get away with it, such as Spa. Some tracks you'll pay dearly, such as Apricot Hill Reverse in a certain four-wheel drive car, which we won't name. But yeah, you can see the gap that Parker and Bovik now have on myself.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's D1 drivers for you.
Yep. Affectionately referred to as snailians.
Snailians. Okay.
Oh,
that was the first time I heard that.
Yeah, they're snails and they're aliens.
Yeah.
Snailians.
Right.
I wonder how Parker and Bovik would do against like Cobra or KC in our Forza side, and Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would love to see the two of them and Cobra go at it.
Oh, who was the other guy? He was.
Well, Johnny and KC were the two that were just always way out in front.
Yeah, there was some other guy from like down in Peru or somewhere.
Ah, gotcha.
But the Lango or what the heck was his name? Man, he was unreal too.
Yep. Looks like Vovik and myself have finally made our way to the pits. So it looks like Parker's going to be going at least one more lap. And there goes Ken. I was able to get out in front of him, but not by much.
And how did you keep in front of him on cold tires?
Well, here we're side by side, so he doesn't have a draft on me, and I do have the preferred line and a slight fender on him, so he had to back off and try and do a crossover. But yeah, I was gripping the steering wheel very, very hard at this point. More tightly, I should say.
Yeah.
And then Z is right there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a fun race with Ken last night. He and I were battling for third place in the season standings. It was relatively close, and we raced against each other quite often during the course of the season. It looks like Parker's now in the pits, so we'll see how it comes out for Parker. In fact, can we go to Parker real quick? Let's see. He's now pulled into his pit stop, so he should only be taking on about 30 liters. So we'll see how things go for him.
30 liters.
Wow.
He's taking on a full load.
Oh, he took on a full tank of gas. Oh, that was costly. There went Bobek.
Oh, yeah. That took a lot of time.
Oh, that's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to make that up.
Ooh, somebody in the pit group, and the crew chief is going to get chewed on.
Wow, look at the distance now between him and Bobek. Wow, Bobek has already gone through all these. Wow, that was costly. Yeah, you can see there's just a huge gap. And with only 10 minutes to go, I mean, I know Parker is quick, but something tells me he's not that quick.
How come I see the cars over there coming down the hill, and I hear them, but I can't see them?
Yeah, that's interesting. There's a nice little glitch.
Sense.
Unless because Fallen was ghosted. It's the only thing I can think of. It was funny, a few laps ago, everybody was spaced out. Now look how tight everything is.
Yeah, I know. There's a huge group here.
Yep.
Just end to end.
Well, so you got KG, Warden, Cape, all on the one-stop strategy. And then Ken Dog and myself are on 2 stops. So this ought to get interesting here pretty soon.
Eight minutes left in the race.
8 minutes, yep.
He's on 7s, Warden is. You're on 9s. Ken's on 8s. Yeah. There's going to be some moves there made.
Yep.
Let's see, Z's on 7s.
Yeah, Z is on a one-stop strategy as well.
On 8s.
Parcells is on 1 stop. So it looks like out of this grouping, it looks like Ken and myself were the only ones that took on 2 tires. And after 32 minutes, I mean, everybody is right there.
Yeah.
Red, white, and blue.
How patriotic.
That's right. And now I'm looking in my mirror because I know Ken is right there.
Yeah, he's pressuring you to get around.
Yep.
Warden. Warden's still got decent tires, and he's going to be hard to get around. Then you got KG right in front of him. Yeah. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah. But he backed off. He realized he didn't have the corner. Warden put a little bit of a block on me.
Yeah, he did. He definitely took that inside away from you.
Yep. I got to hand it to Ken, though, too, because he left me room to get back in line.
Yeah, I see that.
He could have forced it. He could have made that real difficult for me.
I think it was just got ugly anyway.
Yep.
Warden just don't want to concede nothing, does he? You can't blame him with 6 minutes left.
Yep.
Although he's not going to be able to hold that.
And then Cape Cod's right up there in front of KG, so it's
really tight. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah,
that's where the fresher tires. Yeah. Now he's trying to hold off Ken.
Yeah, now he's trying to hold off Ken.
Well, at this point, Warden's picked up my draft, so.
Ooh, when he cooks it, he cooked it.
I don't even remember that contact. Looks like he ghosted right before he.
Yeah, he did.
He got to me. Because I heard the engine, I could hear him. I could hear that he was close, but I didn't feel anything. So, and there was KG, had a little bit of a wiggle coming out of turn 1. Yeah, I had to check up, by the way.
I'd say.
I had to check up.
I'd say. Yeah, he let you have it.
Yeah.
Now he's got Ken right there.
Ken was right there.
It too.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't hit KG going into that corner, going into Eau Rouge, because all I know is I saw him slow down a little bit, and I had nowhere to go, and I had to get on the brakes pretty enough to lose momentum coming up.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Ken wasn't real close behind me at the time. Nice pass. But again, KG is trying to save his tires.
Yeah, 6 and 5.
So he's trying to make sure that he gets to the finish.
5 minutes left.
Yep.
Boy, I tell you, Ken ain't got a whole lot of fuel left.
No, he doesn't. Then again, neither do I. I'm down to a quarter of a tank.
Yeah, but he's...
Oh, he's much further south. Yeah. Yeah, and for me, in my thought process as far as whether I'm doing a 1 or a 2 stop race is, unless there's the significant time savings, I'd rather have the fresher tires at the end.
Oh yeah.
Because for me, I have a tendency when I'm in a battle, I have a tendency to push the car a little bit more, and you just can't do that when you're on softer or tires are a little bit worn. You slide out like that.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Vovik is still in the lead.
Yeah.
Although Parker has closed in a little bit.
He's still got a lot of time to make up there.
Yeah. Oh, Vovik ran a 2:13. 2:13.2 at that. That's quick.
That's fast.
What was Parker's fast lap? 2:13.9. Yeah. So it looks like there's still quite the battle going on for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. There's Ken Dog and Cape going at it. Again, Ken is the one that has the fresher tires.
Yeah, Cape's a breeze. Oh, yeah. Ken got much more tired. He ain't got much fuel, though.
He ain't got much fuel at all.
God, I don't see him making it.
And this is going 18 laps, too.
He ain't gonna make it. He's gonna make a hit.
If I remember correctly, I was even having to sit there and was on the last lap. I was. Wow, he's running low on fuel.
Yeah.
See, everybody is so concerned about making sure they take on just enough. They don't want to have happen what happened to Parker, or they take on too much fuel, because you sit in the pits for what seems like forever. And sometimes you cut it a little bit too close. So Vovik should have enough gas.
Yeah, I think he's got enough gas. This will be the last lap.
Yep. Parker, we know, has enough gas.
Oh, yeah, he's got enough gas for all of us. He should donate a gallon.
Yep.
There, Grim, you'll make it.
Yeah, but I was still a little leery.
Yeah, but you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
You got enough. You're above the white.
Yeah.
And you're already.
But you'll notice I'm gonna be.
Man,
oh, wow.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to come back to him because I don't see how he's gonna be able to make this lap.
I don't either. KG
plenty of gas in KG.
Yeah. Gordon got enough.
Yep.
Cape's got enough. Woo! Z's gonna be fumes.
Such a long track.
Parcel's got enough. Ooh, what happened?
That was Euclid. Or no, that was DC, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that was DC getting out of the way.
Oh, okay.
Let's head back up to Ken. Let's see what. Wow. He's not going to make it. He's got at least just under a half a lap. He's got a whole minute to go. And he's still full throttling it. God, he's on the final straightaway. Can he make it? Still gaining speed, so he still has gas.
He is still running.
Still going.
That is amazing.
Nope. He is out of fuel.
Yep,
he's out of fuel.
He ran out. And here comes KG.
Oh, no. And what's bad is he's got the chicane.
Gordon.
Oh, this is agonizing. There goes Parcells.
Kate and Parcells.
Yep, Kate and Parcells.
Kate and Parcells. Ooh, look at that. Ooh.
Wow.
He got
Ken made it in 6th.
Down. Yeah.
Did Z have enough fuel? Nope. Z is out of fuel too. Oh, and he lost. Wow. 2 guys running out of fuel. There's Euclid and Arrow and DC. And Arrow finishing 12th. So it looks like Vovik, Parker, myself, Ken, and Arrow all went 2 stops. Everyone else went 1 stops on that race. So pretty good mix of strategies. But yeah, another good race.
Yeah, that was fun. That track rocks.
Yep.
It does. It rocks.
Unless you're Ken or Z and you didn't take enough fuel. Or Parker, who lost the race. He lost his first race of the season because his crew chief.
Oh, I know who's be looking for a job. I know who's going to be looking for a job for next season. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. Brutal.
So let's go ahead and pull up the standings. Wrong one. There we go. So Parker finished the night with a win. So he went 7 wins out of the 8 races for, like I said, nearly a dominating or a perfect season. Definitely the most seasons by any or wins by any driver in the season. You had Vovik in 2nd. Ken and myself, 1 point separating between 3rd and 4th. And I knew it was going to be close going into it. And then you have Z and KG separated by 1 point. All the way down to the top 10 with Goofy hanging on to the top 10. After having a good start to the season, he struggled towards the end. Burnt just missing the top 10, so it looks like it's still knockout qualifying for you, buddy, unless you can get that Tuesday TCS qualifier.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yep. Aerolite finishing 12th. And that's pretty much out of the regulars that raced every week. So we had a number of drivers that didn't participate in this season. Most of them will be being moved to the retired list, and we'll be welcoming back some new drivers or some retired drivers from past seasons. And we've got some new drivers coming up. So looks like we've got 25 drivers signed up for season 8, which we are currently voting on. The 2 cars that we're looking at is the Lotus Elise race car and the Megane, so it'll be a mid-engine championship. So looking forward to that. And then looking at the team standings, as we talked about at the beginning of the night, we had AP Motorworks and GT Motorsports separated by 5 points. However, with the strong performance from Parker and Aerolite having another consistent night, and actually his best night of the season, they ended up winning it by 8 points. Euclid and I gave it our best shots, but that tandem was just tough to beat.
Yeah, we knew that though.
Yeah,
we knew that right from the get-go that they were going to be good. Yep. And that extra coaching, that personalized coaching that Parker put in with Aero really paid off.
So hopefully we'll see more teams next season, though, more than just the 4. I've got some ideas that I'm running around in my head and a couple things, so there will be a couple minor changes to the team stuff. So look for that in the next couple days. And then for the All-Star race, as you can see, we have Parker is now the #1 qualifier. Not a whole lot of changes this season. However, Aerolite rather, who was the driver's favorite last season by winning the team championship, he bumps up to the #6 seed going into it, which pushed Cape Cod down to the first alternate with Fallen and Teamwork. But there's a good chance that they'll still be able to race because I already know Parcells will not be participating in the All-Star race. So there'll be some moving up from the alternates. And then hopefully some of the past champions and other All-Star qualifiers will make the race. So we're at the Nürburgring Type V. So we're on the big track next week for the All-Star race. So it should be fun with these Mercedes.
All right.
And you're going to broadcast that one, right?
Yeah, I'll be broadcasting it. Yep.
We'll have to see if we can get somebody else to comment with you.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Maybe Goofy, he'll be around. He can do it, or somebody. We've been searching for some other poor soul who will come join us in the booth and be ridiculed by all.
This is true. So, again, another great season.
Very great season. Looking forward to the next one.
Season 7.
Yep. It's been good. It's been a great series. It's pretty popular. We seem to get full all the time. It's really enjoyable having them full fields.
Yes.
When you come into race nights, man, 15, 16 on the grid and going hard and clean, and it's just a great experience.
Yep.
All right, buddy.
All right, sir. You have a good night.
Yeah, till next season.
Yep, go Hawks.
Yeah, we see you. All righty.
All right, have a good one.
Sign this one off.